Like Elon Musk was on The Simpsons recently.
Was he?
That's really weird to like think about, or at least quoted. I think Lisa quoted. That was it. Sorry, Lisa quoted Elon Musk on The Simpsons, being like, right, okay. Like, would have OG Simpsons done that? Don't know. Or would they be making musicals about joining the Navy? You know, it's just it's funny how things just change and stuff and all that. So.
Well, there was also the episode where they were actually talking about like music festivals and like Lollapalooza or whatever it was, that one.
Is that the one with Lady Gaga in?
No, it was. This was early. This was kind of early Simpsons.
Wow, okay.
They had it was. I think it might have been 90s, like early 2000s.
Oh, cool.
But it was like they went to a music festival, and the Simpsons realized that like Homer used to be in a band called the B Sharps.
And he's in another band. Oh, I thought he was Sadgasm was his only band, but
no, the B Sharps.
The B Sharps.
The B Sharps, yeah. And but in this episode, like it had like it was kind of a funny take on festivals.
Yeah.
Because they had like the fucking, I think it was like the Smashing Pumpkins were like taking shit out of Peter Frampton's cooler. Like, and I was like, this is hilarious. And only now that I understand why that's really funny.
Yeah.
That's yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, it's fun. I do like the Smashing Pumpkins. I will still.
Oh.
I will still defend them. You know. Yeah. It's the greatest. Nah, man. I just like that. Nah, like Siamese Dream is a phenomenal album. I'm gonna just say that it is, in terms of being sonically creative and just songwriting, is really, really, really good. Like taking the piss out of Pavement as well was quite funny. But yeah, just I don't know. Yeah, I would have fit Sonnets from Smash Pumpkins on my playlist, but couldn't. But yeah, there.
I mean, like the playlist is quite restricted.
This is true.
But that that particular episode was such a a collider of culture.
Yeah, no, I think I know the one you're referencing. I think I've seen it on
a collider of culture.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Collider.
I thought you were making a nice point. My goodness, people are going to see this coming, Jamie. You need to be a bit more subtle about these segues, especially when talking about very drastically different music. Because that's making me feel like a bit of whiplash is happening.
Well, it's a weird fucking... Firstly, the album doesn't even have words.
Yeah.
It's just like hyphen...
More, less than...
Greater than hyphen... Yeah. Like, what the fuck's going on here, man? What is this?
Absolute... Just lovely
fuckery. Pretty though.
It's lovely fuckery, and it's okay. So a quick plug. I really enjoy a YouTube channel called The Shoegazer. Literally, it's just called Shoegazer. He has like a cool little cat as an emblem. I highly recommend checking him out. He has a great band called Uncanny Valleys. I'm a very big fan of them. Kind of very futuristic dream pop kind of stuff. It's super chill. But he did a little recommendations of bands that he liked, and Collider came up, and it's very bizarre, kind of noisy but jangly, kind of. I guess it's kind of shoegazy, but it is and it isn't. I'm not really sure. It's got an amalgamation of kind of math rock and shoegaze and just that kind of 90s kind of indie, but with a bit of heavy in it as well. It's got a lot. I think there's a flute in it at some point as well, the song that I've chosen, but for a brief moment, it's great. And the reason I like it so much is because I love guitars that have tremolo arms. And they do that cool thing where they start strumming a chord or they do something and they bend the tremolo arm whilst doing it. So they hold the tremolo arm in one hand and strum the chord with the other, and then kind of detune the chord and then make it go back in tune again. Something about that, right? It just tickles me in the right way. It's really nice. It's just lovely.
Well, we're definitely going to need to have a wee listen to Glockster.
See if you can find the flute in this track.
And for all the alcoholics. There's some ASMR for you, you absolute cretins. But here's some Glockster.